They do.
Discuss.
Goblins are great. But now, who are we up against? We are up against Gary Bray, level 14, with... Okay. See what they have. They have a fresh Croxagor. Okay, I don't think this is going to last long, because this dude has no rerolls. He's got 10 cheerleaders and then coach's assistants. What? He's won 11 games, though. What? Why am I'm meeting such weird teams today. Also, he's got 2 armor value 6 skinks. What? I'm very confused. Bye, babe.
What? You wouldn't keep that, would you? I mean, I know some of the viewers tune in for tips on Blood Bowl, which is not an area of strength, particularly for speaking for myself. But armor value 6 skink.
You Zunk.
Wouldn't.
Since we got the concede in the previous game that's not going up on YouTube, I guess we have to introduce you again. The mysterious voice that's not me is Zunk from the well-known Twitch stream Andy Davo.
Hi viewers and welcome aboard, cKnoor fans.
You can also you can also listen to him on their YouTube channel, which I don't actually know what it's called, but I assume it's something with Andy Davo and Blood Bowl.
Something Andy Davo, blah, something. It didn't feature Andy and Zunk, which it should have, but hey, you know, whatever.
Yeah,
but
like
yes.
I as Finn Diesel points out in stream chat, whenever I meet something like this where I don't understand the makeup of the team, I mainly get scared that it's like it's the smartest thing ever and I just don't understand it. Without fail. It's like I don't. Okay, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna do some weird thing that I don't understand? Is like, is there a new meta that I've missed? But
that's that is forever the concern that preys on your mind. Is it me having missed something?
Yeah.
Pinkish Tins controversially asks, am I doing the Jimmy Fantastic show next? I've offered to co-host with Jimmy in the early days many times, and he never took me up on it. I have co-hosted with Shawnee, with cKnoor a few times, which has always been I've enjoyed it. I don't know if he feels it was a success.
It's been okay.
I've enjoyed it. We're big pals with Sage, who's another tip-top streamer. I think Blood Bowl is a finite-sized community, so we can't ignore each other, and it works. It's so much nicer if we all just get along.
Okay. I mean, they're always gonna have a full team, aren't they? Ah, they have a tackle piece too.
What, the Lizards?
Yeah. They're oh. There it is. There's the oh, I think it sticks around because he's got sure feet and catch. You go hang out over there.
Wise choice. Well, this has all pretty much worked out exactly as we'd hoped, right?
Kinda.
This is where you probably injure a Saurus next block. I'm just putting that out there.
Well, that did not work. Go stand over here instead, so you have to blitz me. And then you get to do this.
Just disappointing block results.
Yes. Very much so.
We could have reasonably hoped for better. Now this one's a casualty.
Also very disappointing.
It's the same disappointment when you buy a lottery ticket. You're sure you're going to win, and yet come Saturday evening.
Okay, I can get over here. I should probably go pick this up. Thank you. How likely do I think it is that they're going to try and surf me? Very unlikely.
Yeah, I agree. Unlikely. Having a quick look at the skill sets.
There we go. That's what I wanted.
Having a quick look at the skill sets of the lizards.
It didn't even... Oh, wait. Okay, good.
The only real danger player here, I think, is Qualak. God, these are hard to pronounce. Calaxel, the Tacklesaurus.
Yeah.
Everything else plays into your hands that you two.
I mean,
do what you want.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is that I don't think I'm gonna, like, best case scenario. I'm gonna get one skink a turn, and there's a lot of skinks.
Yeah, he's definitely arrived on the big bus with 4 spare ones. Where's your other war dancer, by the way?
Dead.
Completely dead.
Yeah, we didn't have enough money to rebuy. We're 10k short.
Oh man.
Yeah. So. Okay, that's nice, because I was worried that the Crocs was going to go somewhere else. I much prefer the Crocs to go stand next to my tree so I can keep punching him.
But by the way, as a one-time only, how do you feel about cynical promotion of my mother channel?
Sure, go for it.
Shall I? Will I?
Yeah, yeah. All right. Do it. Make it happen.
Yep, doing it, working on it.
Okay. Is this the first thing I want to do? Yeah, okay. Go the chlorophyll of magic. Nope. Go Aspen War. No! Well, that didn't work. We did not get the 5+ on those 6 dice. So that's unfortunate.
Infernal Contraption, as we've been conversing incessantly over the last hour, I expect to see you tomorrow.
Okay, fine. I guess we go down.
Oh, hold on. There's a Blood Bowl meme surrounding this, isn't there? Oh, what was it? Something about moving to Ireland and playing Albion.
I wonder if it's better for me to just score quickly and steal the ball at this point. Because I can easily do that from here.
If you had a wizard, you'd be super confident about that, right? No, I say do it. Do it. Yeah, I'm behind you.
Because I'm mostly grumpy because I'm not getting the results I want. Blockhead, no, I've not yet thought about not throwing the game. It's an interesting concept, and I look forward to exploring it further, but right now, I'm not sure that's actually in the cards for me.
My link is wrong. Too many W's. Finless. Whilst I don't want to dwell on it, I'm now 3/5 the way through a bottle of Glenmorangie for my 51st birthday.
I enjoy the fact that you managed to add too many W's into the link rather than not enough.
All right. Let's summarize. Andy Davo, stick it in Twitch, search Blood Bowl. You broadly find it if you're determined enough. Thanks. Wonderful. There's loads of folks viewing that I don't know and loads of folks that I do. The ones who don't know us, check it out. You might like it. cKnoor, Andy, Sage, it's all the same thing. It's Blood Bowl. It's fun. Check it out. Blah, etc. Anyway, back to the game.
Well, I'm getting punched, and...
Oh, no, as Wood Elves, that's a bad thing. Don't do it.
Yeah, but so far, they're,
More pressingly, Celtoid asks, what kind of Glenmorangie? Look, my mum's being a bit of a cheap ass. This is the 10-year-old single malt Glenmorangie. Look, she won it in a raffle, which, look, I'm delighted about. But she isn't going to spring 80 quid for the 16-year-old or 150 for the 18.
Nope, we're not going to stand up.
She loves me as the firstborn child, but not that much.
Let's see. That's the person I want to score with, which means that doesn't work. And I don't want to... Well, I could do this because it's a 1 die. I mean, it's a pretty easy pass. The question is, how likely is it that these guys will intercept? And it's pretty fucking likely, so let's go stand over here. And then you get to stand over here.
By the way, what sort of gifts do you have on subscription and stuff?
What do you mean?
You know, when folks subscribe, what kind of gifts do you get?
Well, they pop up, and then whenever I do a team in Champ Ladder, I take that from subscribers.
Yeah, but you know how you play a short film to say, you know, thanks for subscribing.
Oh yeah, it's just gifts of it's just MacGyver gifts. Well, also Stargate SG-1.
Anybody who's not currently subscribed but is thinking of subscribing, would you do us a favour and pull the trigger and do so? Just because I'm curious to see what it looks like. Thanks.
Well, if you wanna help out Zunk, feel free to subscribe. It'll pop up a fancy thing.
God damn it! Shut up, man! I was trying to get folks to subscribe to you. This was subliminal.
When did I do this setup? Like, when did I use this?
Celtoid, I know, right?
It seemed like it would. It seemed like it would be the other way around. Surely, it seemed like it'd be this.
Do you have a Patreon account that I need to inquire curiously about so that... Oh, never mind. Blockhead says, emotes, and a chance to get berated for cKnoor's mistakes when he makes a temporary team.
It's true. It's very important. Actually,
Blockhead, you know what streaming in Blood Bowl is like. You expect perfection, which is what you get. It's only the mistakes that keep it interesting, right?
It was a pre-made setup. It had a name. Oh well. Now we're gonna see how well this setup works.
What, your setup or his?
No, this defensive setup.
Who's kicking?
I am.
His defense. Your defensive, right? Okay.
Yeah.
This looks.
Yeah.
Like...
No. The loner should possibly be on the line. But also it would be nice if this guy just stood up. It's still they need a POW, but so far they've been getting him. So.
Well, this defensive setup is just a reverse L. Surely, I mean, there's nothing complicated. We can't overthink it.
Of course not. We're just gonna steal. What the? Where did the? Oh, okay. That's just where they. That's fine. That we can easily steal that board.
I predict a riot.
The guard piece here is mainly because this they don't have any guard, and I have a guard tree here. So putting this guy here means they have to deal with it first. Because otherwise they can't knock the tree down.
Guard wars, and you're winning. Slight Quills, you do. I've been graciously invited to join cKnoor this evening. He may be rethinking it, as he probably didn't realise how
it's the worst mistake I've ever made in my streaming career.
Well, I haven't said anything really bad yet, have I?
No, whenever they launch, like, you know, behind the streams rather than behind the music, it's just gonna be, you know, like, well, I know that I knew that everyone was slipping out of control the night I invited Zunk onto stream, and I'd rather not get into it. But let's just put it this way: I regret it very much, and if I could have it undone, I would have.
Look, it's pros and cons, but I've still got the celluloids, right? Hey, we all had a few drinks. One thing led to another.
Wait, what? What?
Blockhead says
what
the first mistake you've made in your streaming career was to make Blockhead a mod. I don't know. I'm enjoying moderation.
No, like the fact that forcing Blockhead to take some responsibility is probably the best thing I've done. Because imagine how unbearable he would be if he didn't have that mod sword.
I'm looking forward to getting to know Blockhead a lot better. Infernal says,
"Do you have a?" Oh,
that was nicer than what Andy says.
Right, this team doesn't have any rerolls. That's a thing I need to remember. Well, they do have one now, but...
Why would you interview Andy? His mind is an empty void of nothing. No, God, no. You wouldn't want to interview him. Interview cKnoor or Sage or somebody interesting.
I should not have put Ask for War over here. Well, I'd hope the ball would have done that.
Good God, cKnoor, what were you thinking, man? How did this happen? Explain yourself. Some people tune into this for tips as to how to get better at this.
I'm under too much. The issue is that I'm under too much pressure. Oh, right. Oh! Okay, they're out of rerolls again.
Hey, look.
And that was the plan. Because
cKnoor, I've been on an e-learning recently, and I understand pressure in the workplace. So, look, any support we can give you as an organisation, all you've got to do is ask. Okay.
Thank you.
I want you to know you're in a safe place right now. Now, that little bit of inspirational support has led to you successfully yielding a pound.
No, well, I shouldn't.
I spoke too soon.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I was celebrating the win, and then it went wrong momentarily. You pulled it back.
We've all made those mistakes before. Let's see. Right. Go stand over here.
Now, Contraption's speculating about disguising cKnoor as Andy. That would never work, Contraption, because cKnoor is cool, calm, and grace under pressure. Nobody would buy what you're suggesting.
All of these things are true. Okay, so we're essentially 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus.
Well, that's got to be something like 71%, hasn't it, right?
There we go.
Yeah. Zunk making statistics on the fly. I want to revise that to 100%. FRGSP says cKnoor's fine. Hell yes, of course he is. And anyone who says otherwise is clearly wrong.
Yeah, I mean, of course, the trick is, as always, don't roll once. But then, when you unfortunately do, it gets tricky.
Well, I try to rule that out of my life.
Let's see, who... Okay, so this guy... Like, I think they want to use the block tackle piece, surely. So they have to clear the guard piece off, which is not necessarily that hard. And then they need to put... Well, they need to use this other skink as assist. And then the question is, who's going to pick it up? Which I guess would be the third skink here.
Does Tacklesaurus need to go for it to get to you?
No, let me... I think they might.
I think he needs one.
Don't
take my word for it.
Yeah, nope. He needs to do one GFI.
I have to confess, I am very. Vin Diesel demands to know, where is the chemist?
Oh, nope. Okay, what? Okay, I'm not sure why they're doing these GFIs. Oh, actually, okay. No, so the plan is for this guy to give the assist so that this dude over here can pick it up later on. That seemed possibly needlessly risky.
So he needs a single go for it, assuming that we're correct in thinking that cKnoor is going to be the blitzer.
Yeah, and then that's a 2 die, and they knock me down on a 5+ on 2 dice. Nope. What? Wait. Okay. I have no clue what's actually going on now because they moved cKnoor. What? That doesn't change anything. Okay.
Well, let's celebrate this turn of events. Have you spoken with Gary Bray in the proceedings so far?
Don't think so. Well, I've said good luck and have fun, and Gary has elected to not respond to said greeting.
Don't forget to hint at www.twitch.tv/cKnoor. Don't forget today's opponent is tomorrow's subscriber.
Oh, well, I would never do something as cheap as that.
Neither would I, but then I don't. Yeah, moving on quickly. Gary, if you are watching, I must speculate what the actual heck were you thinking, because you could have done better than what you just did. And take it from me, I'm A, slightly above average 6 out of 10 at Blood Bowl, and B, very highly rated, and I think it was a poor move. And it's not making criticism, Gary. I want to join. I want you to include you in the community. But dear God, man, what were you thinking? Was that too strong?
Yeah, I think it's about right.
Yeah. Blockhead has got some new age thinking.
There you go.
Reliable.
Ow! We jumped straight through the war dancer. Also, catch good skill because animal front just rolled a 1.
Infernal, you need to tune in on a Saturday morning or a Sunday night and watch me actually play. I'm entirely, mildly, slightly above average. Do you know the cruel irony is when we're streaming with the Andy show, you might have X number of viewers. As soon as it's time for my game, you've now got X number of viewers times 0.6. Why the fuck they all tune out for my... It hurts my feelings, quite honestly.
Well, I can see that. I mean, I can see why it would hurt your feelings, I mean.
I know. Would you do us a favour, when it's time for me to play, would you tune in just to make it 0.61?
This seems... I mean, it's a novel approach to...
What you mean is no, but you can't find a sensitive way in which to break the news to me.
That would be correct, yes. To be fair, though, I usually have it on in the background when I'm doing stuff at home. If I'm not streaming, I usually have you guys' stream on.
You're still my second favourite Swede, cKnoor, no matter what happens now.
Oh, that's good to know.
That's safe. That's in the bank. That's safe. Pinkish reassures me that it's a good time for it.
Hey, their reroll strat is working. They got 13 on their roll, showing fans roll, whereas we only got 2.
No one would have expected that.
No,
Finn
I'm
sure. Says he'll watch me. Thanks, Finn. Well, look, guys, for those of you who don't watch the Andy show, if you're interested in watching a merely adequate display of skill, however, a very healthy display of optimism and stoicism in the face of adversity. Tune in when we're on. Hey, you might like it.
Okay, so that's not a very good cage, but
what you needed to say there is, "Hey, Zunk, that's right. I support this sentiment." Anyway, moving back to the game and the matter. No, it's all right. It's okay. I understand. Where's that dirty Tacklesaurus that no one likes?
He's just blitzing me. But he blitzed Log Father who only has 1 SPP. Oh.
You know what's happening though behind the scenes, that Quackstill, the Tacklesaurus, might be Billy Big Bollocks on the pitch, but after the game he sits alone in the dressing room and none of the other Saurus talk to him.
Probably
and on the bus, he wants to sit on the back seat with all the other Saurus, but they're not interested. No one likes to show off, right?
So they need to get rid of the loner here first, which they managed to do. Because I swapped the loner for the whatever I had previously. And now that piece is down, and now it's a 1-die. Sure, I'll stand firm. The main reason to stand firm here is because I still want this passage through here, so I can blitz with my War Dancer and get the ball.
Now, good news is FRGSP has got some insight as to Gary's strat. Clearly a personal friend of Gary. And he confirms that the strategy is to concede a whole load of touchdowns to make sure he gets a chance to as many free rerolls as possible.
Okay, so they blocked that path, but let's see here. Can we just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? We could.
Contraception and I are starting to form a real bond. I love you too, man. Celtoid.
So
it's a valued first start rather than trying to win.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's the same.
Are you counting?
Yeah, I'm. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that works.
If you need any help with that, please don't ask, as normally I can count, but
or I can just, run this way.
Did I say contraception? Contraption? No, of course it didn't. Blockhead says...
No, that's enough.
Blockhead remembers back in the old days when sometimes we had 5 voices in the stream. Was that before the tablets really started to help? Schizophrenia is no joking matter, Blockhead, and I'm not.
No, this was pretty close after when the first Solaris tournament happened. When I had my first big stream with Dodger. I should have actually not done that. I should have done both down. Oh, there we go. We got a KO. Hooray. So that's nice. Let's... Oh! For some reason they used the Apo for that. I have no idea why.
Hang on. There's a meme surrounding this. What was it again? Bold move. Bold move. Bold move. Gary, have you taken a giant leap from your good senses?
Oh, wait. I should... actually, how?
Contraption remembers the really, really old days with Ethan, Thorne, IB, Robin, and cKnoor.
That's the days I'm talking about.
I know, right?
Okay, we're good. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any tackle. So this is still a pretty easy dodge out.
It's okay, my brother. I've been on an e-learning about it. It's 2018. Fine.
It's 3+3+ to run away. And the lizards actually have rerolls again.
It's a family show, goddammit, cKnoor. Keep it clean. Jesus.
What? I feel like this is... You are so far the judgiest co-host.
What?
Yeah. No, but I would
never judge. I would never judge. Never let it be said. Blockhead remembers the old days when we guessed the sandwich. Oh, now.
That's not that old. That is newer than the previous old days we were talking about.
This begs the question. First of all, have you got a sandwich?
No, because I'm still counting calories and.
Of course, the dichotomy of sandwich versus waistline. Oh, I feel your pain, my friend.
But if people really want it, and if I remember properly, I can probably get some sandwiches for Sunday.
Could we get some low calorie sandwiches? I don't know, maybe tuna fish without butter and.
Well, the problem with guess the sandwich, right, is that you have to have a lot of things on the sandwich for the guess to be challenging.
Of course. I shit you not. I have watched YouTube videos with guess the sandwich, so I completely know what you're talking about, and I can 100% can get behind a guess the sandwich segment of the show. This is exactly my style of stream. I wish I had a sandwich.
I mean, who doesn't, really? Oh, no, not the Bark Tower! This is the problem with having a really good war dancer. Well, that was a badly hurt. I wouldn't put that anyways.
Fine. Wild Boys asks, is this Jeremy Clarkson? What do you mean? The best Blood Bowl stream in the world. I was actually schooled about 30 miles away from where Jeremy Clarkson is from. And
this is very exciting information.
Well, it depends if you're that bothered about who Jeremy Clarkson is. Just conversationally, do you know who Jeremy Clarkson is?
He fucking did a 5+ dodge. Yes, I do. What? No, that's what the. What's going on? And why is it going on? What literally just happened?
What the actual flip? Words escape me. Contraption suggests that I should go and make a sandwich. No, I don't need to make a sandwich, Contraption, because two things have happened. One, I had 2 Snickers before the stream mid-afternoon. Then I had some Red Bull just to perk me up. And then I settled into some Glenmorangie. So I'm powering through to the end of the stream to have a shish kebab. But this is chicken shish kebab with salad, just a waistline. And then we were talking about Jeremy Clarkson.
We were. This is true.
Now, well, he's a divisive character in England.
Yes.
Interested as to why he's divisive.
Isn't it because he's a bit of a shit?
Well, he is a proponent of. He's a big supporter of smoking and motor cars.
Yeah, but isn't it because he like punched out people on working on what's his car show? Top Gear?
Let's not get bogged down with who punched who after they failed to provide him with a hot meal after a day's filming in a cold environment. But yeah, basically. So Jeremy Clarkson is a broadly right-wing, outspoken journalist who cut his teeth in murdering journalism. Obviously, I'm not ashamed to admit, and I'm going to stick my neck on the line here. You know, Jimmy, do with this what you want. I'm going to publicly say this. I like Jeremy Clarkson. Yes! It's not a shock, is it?
Oh, wait, this is turn 8. I can go over here.
Of course I do. Did he punch Piers Morgan? No, but I think he would, given the opportunity.
Who wouldn't, though? Like, isn't, like... Wouldn't most people punch Piers Morgan?
Formulating my head a short list of people who wouldn't, and I'm thinking of...
Like, I'm generally against violence, but...
I'm thinking Piers Morgan's gran, his auntie Mabel, probably his mum, but I'm running out of names, and I've only got 3. Let's agree that many people, the majority of people, would happily punch Piers Morgan. Jeremy Clarkson is divisive, but I like him. There, I've said it.
Piers Morgan claims he was permanently scarred after Jeremy Clarkson punched him 3 times with, and then the rest of the URL is just once and number. Oh wait, okay, well that's fine. I should have. I got confused with as to who was actually punching me, but we're fine.
You and Piers Morgan.
Yeah. But, I mean, more importantly, we stole the ball.
Well, I mean, to get punched in the face, you've just got to play Blood Bowl, and Piers Morgan's just got to leave the house. These are common occurrences, probably. Allegedly. Who knows?
By the way, can I just point out that our loner lineman has the weirdest, like, elven names I've seen in a while?
Glodra.
Yeah, I don't find that very elvish. Does anyone else? Do you feel like that's elvish? I expect like the first weird name, Leflofleur, and then like a second Vlevlemuf.
I'm feeling sympathy because Glodra had to go through school with the other elven linemen with that name, and they'd all go, "Hey, that guy's different from the rest of us. We're gonna have his lunch money off him," and he probably wasn't very popular.
I'm running out of non catchers, and by that I mean I have 9 pieces left on the pitch. Which, I mean, to be fair, is more than enough. But I also want to like, I would prefer to end this at least 4-0 if I could.
At this stage in the game, halfway through proceedings, the fact that we've only got, what's he got? We've got 1 chinned elf who's suffering from badly hurt and a knocked out Pride and Popular.
Yeah, but we also...
It's actually pretty good. That's
well, we also have 2 skinks with armor value 6 that are still on the pitch. Well, to be fair, only 1 is actually on the pitch. The other one is waiting for their turn to get punched. I'm just slightly disappointed in my ability to murder skinks.
I recently attended an e-learning on positivity. Let's reframe that as to you've got the whole of the second half to casualty those 2.
Yeah. Well, this is just not going to work. You can't have 3 people on the sidelines. I know this, and I've only made this mistake several times in the last half year.
Gary, man, I don't think you thought this through. Gary, can I direct you towards cKnoor's YouTube site, where you will find Blood Bowl guides, probably including lizards.
Oh, there are fewer things that make new coaches more annoying when they complain about getting diced than me being like, hey, maybe you should watch this thing.
As you're almost certainly aware, Andy's ability to generate player guides is about 0. We by default point people whenever they ask, and they frequently do, to you and Sage. So if you're wondering how to set up when receiving against Wood Elves, check out cKnoor's YouTube channel. The biggest YouTube channel for the whole Blood Bowl community by a factor of 2.3. By the way, I've done the math.
The one you're watching right now, unless you're watching us live. So thank you for already being here.
Oh yeah.
Well. Okay, how do I... Oh, wait. Hang on.
I did get charged by Andy with trying to promote his YouTube channel, and so our introductions went along the lines of, for the several viewers watching, thanks ever so much. Please don't let loneliness overwhelm you. Do feel free to persevere. You never know. About after an hour, you might find something vaguely interesting.
Okay. Well, no, this is still.
He's a wrestle dodge elf. He doesn't expect this sort of cheap abuse.
Oh, he followed. He followed. I didn't think he'd follow up because he doesn't do anything. Okay, so that's a reroll gone.
This is Gary, for the love of God, man, tune in to the show interactively, this one or ours tomorrow, and we'll talk you through why this was a terrible idea. I mean, I love your optimism, but look what's happened now.
Oh, shit.
Do you see? I knew this would happen, Mystic Zunk. Knew this would happen, and I was right.
Oh! The tree leveled up. The tree hasn't done anything except get punched.
Gary, man, there's so much we can teach you. You'd love it. Tune in. I mean, what the hell else are you going to do on a Saturday morning, eh? You'd only go shopping with your girlfriend and she'd be there, mithering about what sort of shoes to buy. Don't do that. Tune into this. You'll love it. Now that's marketing.
Pretty good.
Thanks, mate.
And I know marketing.
Celtoid, there's the beautiful thing. All Saturday morning we talk about the football because it hasn't started yet. Though we do notice a massive dip in viewership when it gets to 1 o'clock when Sky TV kicks in. Medicinal Carrot says, killing guys who run into your fits.
We keep getting rid of the Zorai rather than the skinks. Also, check this shit out.
I'm agog with anticipation. Do it, baby. Here it comes. Oh yeah.
Mm.
Oh man. Robbed. Denied a magnificent moment of beauty.
Yeah, it's I'm sad and confused, but mostly sad.
Do you know what? The fates have conspired to rob you there of something that was a moment of synergy, that you had strategically a moment of genius that was Sistine Chapel ceiling levels of artistic inspiration.
I mean, say what you want. I usually do not get that feedback from Ethan.
Go on, sorry.
No, I was going to say, I usually don't get that type of feedback from Ethan, so this is a new experience.
I miss Ethan. I want to work with Ethan. He's an icon of co-hostery.
Ethan's really good. No, once he gets his handoff to the Armor Valley 6 skink. Now, hopefully once he gets his computer fixed, we can do some stuff again.
If you do work for Virgin Media, Sky or BT, whoever provides Ethan's internet, I hope you're happy with depriving the world of Ethan's skills. Look to yourself on a corporate responsibility level and for fuck's sake, restore this man's internet.
It's not necessarily the internet as far as I know, it's more the actual computer.
Or if you work for a scam.
Yeah.
Or
I
hope you're happy.
Yeah. The one thing that's what was I gonna say? My favorite Ethan moment, stream-wise, is when we discovered there's a really bad stand-up comedian that had the username Ethan Steele as well. And everyone kind of ran in and was like, "You're not the real Ethan Steele." And he got really annoyed.
What you need to do is buy tickets for the stand-up comedian show and heckle him with "You're not the real Ethan Steele." Whereabouts is Ethan based, by the way?
I'm not 100% sure where he is based, to be honest.
I want to go with Hampshire.
Maybe. Like, I wouldn't be able to identify any...
Look, don't get me wrong. We're not doxing Ethan. No.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying
that time I ordered a takeaway curry and completely let the stream hear my full address and postcode and phone number. It's not that. It's not that kind of show. Oh no, Ethan, brother, we got your back. But just county-wise, I'm going to go with Hampshire.
There we go. Yeah, I get. Okay, we got it. We got a stun.
Hold up. The ball is now free. It's on the floor. It's anybody's. The ball is anybody's. Now, FRG's guessing north bit of London. Oh, no. Ethan has almost received pronunciation. You don't get that in North London, Sam. Anna.
Okay, let's...
Are you now thinking... Agility elf nips in, whips off with ball, and we have a cheeky throw to chlorophyll.
Yeah,
I would too. I think you're right.
Mainly because actually, no, this is...
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're seeing it, gang. This is happening. This is real.
The problem, I'm trying to figure out if I want to do a GFI to get over here, because it doesn't actually change the... It's still easy enough to do because it's an agility 5 piece, but I'm less likely to get, surfed. But it's also 2+. But also, I don't want to get surfed. So.
The fact that the skink's standing behind you makes the surf chance too real. I think you did the right thing there. Well done.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now we have a choice to make. We can either go protect this guy, because he's going to get blitzed by this dude. Or we can block this skink.
Is there anyone foul?
I'm
kidding. Kidding.
Hang on.
I've been playing too many orcs recently.
We could also... That solved that problem.
I like the loose screen option, which I think is pretty much what you're doing. So that's good.
Well, that's...
Ooh,
we're not getting our powers and we're not getting our both downs, but that's...
Do you know what?
I also forgot about this dude, so I could have used him, but I'd rather use the loner on the scary piece, so that's still okay.
cKnoor, you're not just playing Gary, you're playing against Nuffle here. Lady Luck and Gary and Nuffle are all teaming up against you.
So, Gary just failed the 3+ with reroll and got injured. This is usually a classic concede moment. Especially when that happens.
The crowd holds its breath. Now, Blockhead says, I've no idea how different the accents of British English works, but I found most of them fascinating. Do you know what, Blockhead? They are, and as an English person, I can't even begin to wonder how non-English natives perceive the accents, because there's loads of them and they're massively different. Is it just an amusing byproduct that after a bit you go, yeah, I'm bored now? But you've got the whole Scouse thing. You've got Scotland, you've got Wales, you've got Bristol, you've got the Northwest, you've got Geordies, you've got London, and these are just the big ones. How do you feel about it, guys? I mean, cKnoor, have you any passion for accents?
I'm just really bad at English accents. I'm decent at Swedish accents.
Whoa. What? There's different accents within Sweden?
Yeah. Of course there are.
Oh, hey, man. Mind literally blown. I'd gone as far as Surströmming Tack.
Yeah, that's mostly a British accent. You can kind of hear if it's a Brit or if it's an American who tries to speak Swedish, because they sound pretty differently.
IKEA Volvo snus.
What now?
IKEA Volvo snus.
You give Volvo snus?
Yeah.
And that doesn't actually mean anything.
It does. It means wonderful place to buy flat pack furniture, executive motor cars of style and quality, and exciting things you can do with tobacco if you want to make a small tea bag and pop it in your mouth. That makes
you said
sense, surely.
you said IKEA Volvo snus.
IKEA Volvo snus.
I thought you said I give Volvo snus, which is very different.
Listen, I'm trying to master genuine UK youth street gibberish and Gujarati and Swedish at the same time. I'm swamped, man.
I mean, are all those available on the what's the name of the language app?
www.twitch.tv/AndyDavo/ensure Zunk is on this particular broadcast.
Infernal Contraption say, cKnoor, didn't you mostly practice your English in South Africa? Possibly that's why you don't know actual English accents, despite you knowing it. So, it wasn't South Africa. It was Zimbabwe, so Southern Africa. But yeah, I mean, I find like in general, I think it's probably really hard to figure out other languages' accents if you're also really bad at their geography. Like, essentially, when it comes to Great Britain, I know kind of, I know where London is, and I kind of know where Edinburgh is. But then everything else is kind of a mystery.
Well, I can help you with this. Where'd you guess if you had to?
Well, I think my main...
Where's the most important place? Newcastle. Where's that?
Probably somewhere in the middle. I take that as a no, then.
This is a visual clue of up. Have another guess.
Some further north?
Yes. Right a bit. Right a bit.
Yeah, but how far, right? Are we up in Scotland at this point?
Newcastle is basically the last place of interest before you get to Scotland.
So it's like, essentially in the middle.
No, mate. It's northeast.
Is it though? If all of Scotland is above it?
Whoa! Sorry to butt in like a simple-minded horse. Hold the bus, but That's Natural is from Newcastle. How bunny lad, how you doing, mate? You must tune into Warshaw, because I'm from Newcastle as well.
Samber,
3 wins in a row. It's not going to be all right.
Samber says that Newcastle is a beer and not a city, which I've seen people say that previously. So like it checks out, is what I'm saying.
Hadaway and shite, man. There's 500,000 Geordies in the local area and 1 million in Greater Northeast and that. Newcastle's absolutely the bit. If you're thinking about visiting the UK, don't bother with going to that London and that. Come to Newcastle. You've got everything you could possibly want. A massive river, a geek night canny bridge over it, like the finest football for yards around. Rafa Benitez, a statue, no less, of Alan Shearer. You have Brunel, you have curry, kebabs. I mean, everything. Why would you want to go anywhere else? You'd have to be mad.
Well, the main reason would be that you fly into London regardless, right?
Newcastle has an international airport. Admittedly, it's not quite Heathrow, but if you really have your heart set on going to Newcastle, you can. Anyway, never mind all that. So, now, here's a mind-blowing thing. Newcastle, or the Northeast as a region, has a massive influence on the Blood Bowl streaming community. That you have Full Metal Cos, based in the Northeast. You have, Tomo 5000, based in the Northeast originally. Me, based in the Northeast. You have, what's he called? Shawnee's friend. Angry Bloke.
That guy.
Let's say it. Yes, look, let's not be small-minded. Jimmy Fantastic, based in the Northeast. If you like Blood Bowl and you're international, come to the Northeast. You might like it.
Ooh, this is a risky kick. I say, oh, it's.
So my main point of the 2 hours spent co-hosting with this evening is to induce That's Natural to start watching Andy's bloody stream. We're on tomorrow, son.
Oh, also speaking when we're speaking, since we're speaking to, well, the English. One of the things
amongst one
of the things I realized as I was in London last is that you guys need to get some freaking engineers.
What do you mean? Like
everything's kind of like shittily designed.
Listen, mate, we'll have the Time Bridge. What more engineering do you want?
I'm talking about like, oh, I'm in a hotel room. Well, someone made the drainage pipe from the shower really tiny, so instead of, you know, the water going down the drains, it just floods the whole bathroom. Unless you take a really short shower. Or
cKnoor, you know where you've gone wrong there, don't you?
Or like, okay, I'm in a decently newly built travel lodge in Walthamstow on the 12th floor. Why is there a draft from the window? That's not how windows are supposed to work.
You know where you've gone wrong there, don't you?
Learn to isolate your
You've gone
houses.
to London and you've had some workmen recently work on a hotel. They're clearly from Poland and don't give a shit. That's where you've gone wrong, son. You don't want to go to London. You want to go to somewhere else.
You guys hired them. I was in Poland 3 weeks ago. It wasn't as drafted from the windows, and I was in like a 18th century castle.
In Poland, the chances who couldn't cut it in Poland have gone to the UK to being employed.
This is
by Russian
unacceptable.
Property owners. Because let's face it, most of London is owned by Russian and Chinese lads. Now, I'm sorry to get political, but that's the truth. It is.
It's also like, I can understand being like, oh, you know what? We're gonna have all of our like water pipes and stuff on the outside of the buildings because it's easy access, and then it gets cold and it freezes, and now all your pipes have burst. And I'm like,
it's a feature. Listen, this is why if friends of planet Earth who are not UK dwellers, if you're coming to visit UK for a bit of a look around, don't go to London. It's terrible. It's full of tourists for a kick-off. Come to somewhere else interesting like Leeds or Newcastle or Manchester. You'll have a much better time, honest.
Speaking of having a good time, check this out.
What's going to happen now? Oh yeah. You want the big yellow one? Kilted Warrior says he blames Thatcher.
That is a. I'm trying to get 4 touchdowns. Why are you making this so hard for me, game?
I'm trying to help.
It's like
Kilted Warriors mentioned Baroness Thatcher. I cannot comment. There you go. Who'd have thunk it? Aegis refreshingly says those other places are also shit. What? Manchester, Leeds and Newcastle are not shitholes. They're fantastic places. Have you actually been?
Also, speaking of engineering stuff, have you been in the London subway system, aka the Tube?
Yes.
Have you been in any other European subway system?
I've been to Metro in Newcastle.
Yeah.
It's magic. It's much better.
Good, because
it's totally clear because there's only like 2 lanes, and you can either north, south, or east, west. None of this kind of. Well, you.
But more importantly, have the Londoners even heard of Headroom?
The thing is, with the Tube in London, they've got this romantic attachment to it from World War II, because that's where they all went to avoid getting bombed by the Germans.
I mean, in theory, I really like the tube because I find public transport great. 2 thumbs up. I enjoy it surprisingly much, just in general. I don't know why, but I do. But it just strikes me as like
you're a man of the people, cKnoor, and I applaud you for that. Well
it's just so it's just so weird that there isn't really enough headroom, and I'm not tall. The tube is Victorian. Everyone's shorter than.
Hold on, you're Swedish by default, aren't you? 6.5 foot minimum.
I have no idea, because I mean, I'm Swedish.
Sorry,
we don't count in feet.
2 meters minimum.
No, sadly not. Actually, that's not true, because if I was 2 meters, I wouldn't fit on the London tube.
Hang on. Now, my natural reaction to this, I've learned not to express on streams because people don't support my view.
What? No! Stop grabbing the ball! It's really hard to get back when it's a strength 4 piece.
Jammy fucker.
Actually, it's not that hard.
You had totally done enough there. Got one. Hang on. We have an emote for that. Hold on. I'll look for it. There we go. It's that one. There you go.
Thank you. Feel a lot better
You're
about
welcome.
this now. Hang on. If I fit... yeah, I don't want to do that.
Who are all these people that watch your show that I've never met before? By the way, everybody whom I've never met before, nice to make your acquaintance. Welcome to the show. You should watch cKnoor every week. Tell your friends.
There we go. We knocked it down. Timber. No, don't stop it.
A lot of the chat are speculating that they've been to London, travelled on the tube, and had no problems with the height.
Well, I mean, I don't have a problem with the height either, but people that are taller than me do.
Even taller, because you're obviously massive being Swedish.
Sure.
Yeah. Have you... Yep. Oh, I've got hiccups. I don't know how that happened.
Now, can I... Come on. Ooh, that I can actually deal with. Oh, no, I could have dealt with, and then I fucked it up.
Finn,
oh, it's fine. I roll real good, so I'm okay.
No, Finn, by definition, I cannot be 25 because
Andy's
got a minimum age requirement of 30. Otherwise, I won't.
The thing is, complaining about London is that I had a great time in London. I really liked London, but one of the things me and my friend did when we were there were like the Brits. Where are their engineers? But honestly, at this point, I can't really remember what we were complaining about. So I'm sure
if you're in London, I mean, take your pick. I mean, the beer is terrible. It's warm and flat for a kick-off.
Are
you going to come again to the UK? Oh, excuse me.
Probably, but next time we're gonna go. I'm probably taking the train.
Go somewhere else other than London. Honest.
I mean, I could do that, but also London's fun and it has a lot of good restaurants.
Yeah, but so does Birmingham and Newcastle and Leeds and Manchester and Liverpool. And
yeah, but what are their shows like? What's their West End? That said, I do want to go to the. I haven't been, but I would love to go to the Edinburgh Fringe.
Hey, whoa, hold the bus. Wraith, you are clearly from fucking Sunderland, son. What do you mean, fuck Newcastle? Bristol's all right. If you, I mean, what's the things to commend Bristol? Cider, which is good. The Young Ones was filmed there. Excellent. I'm starting to run out of reasons. Wraith, help me out. Promote your city. You have a big bridge. So does Newcastle, son.
All of these.
Banksy who? Come to Nottingham. Infernal contraption. Are you in Nottingham? I live literally yards away. Let us meet. Let us go and drink beer and eat curry.
You're just trying to steal my viewers now
I'm
being sociable. How disgusting!
No, what happens is next time you're in the UK, you come to somewhere else other than London. We all meet up and eat curry. Brilliant. And I've got hiccups. I need to drink more scotch. That'll cure it.
We had lovely, not China. There's a northern. Crap. Since we were in Walthamstow,
Can I stop you? Walthamstow.
Walthamstow.
Walthamstow. Do you know what else is famous from Walthamstow?
No.
East 17.
Oh.
Band.
Whew. You know what's really good about the London subway though?
You can get the outskirts of London, reach the M1, and leave London really conveniently.
Assuming you have a car, sure. But
I do.
Also, the announcer lady on the tube is amazingly cheerful, regardless of what she says.
However, that's because she is on industrial quantities of medication.
In any case, I feel like if you're gonna have someone announcing like delays or everything working perfectly, just be like really happy about it in general. Holy shit, we're just murdering dudes now. Well, badly hurt, but still. Look at this!
This is me high-fiving you because we haven't got the webcam on, nobody can tell. I'll describe it. There you go.
Sweet.
E17, for those of you who don't know, are a group of car thieves who took a side gig as a boy band example. Contraption, I think you've nailed it there. Everything anybody would want or need to know about E17 is contained in that 4 lines of communication. Contraption, thank you ever so much. Please, can I get you on our show? Just to help me out like that. Nailed it, son. Well done. I'll never mention our show again, by the way. I'm over-egging it, sorry.
Ike. I'm just...
Other Blood Bowl streams are available, though none of them as this. Brackets or our show.
There we go. I want to make sure I kept my promise.
What'd you do? Oh, 4-0. Do you know what? 4-0. That is a high five, bit of a dance.
This is the like 6 injured as Wood Elves. That's not right.
This is going on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how do you choose what thing to highlight as clickbait? You've got 4-0. That's a start. You've got
you don't want to spoil the ending.
Beat up lizards. That's a big plus. I'm with you. That happens once every few months. How much of a pull? Yeah. And I've got hiccups.
Well, I mean, at this point, the hiccup's probably the best part. If you just want to do a, you won't believe what happens on turn 15. It turns out it's Zunk getting hiccups.
You've got travel tips.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got the return of Ethan. You've got the return of Ethan. I know this is a triumph of optimism over actuality, but we've still got another 10 minutes left, right?
I mean, possibly. We'll see what happens here. Like, I only have 1 turn. I'd hope to get the blitz so I could score again, but it didn't happen.
Blockhead says, the only English city he's seen outside of the airports is Liverpool. How good, bad of a representation of cities is Liverpool? Well, Liverpool architecturally is great because it's got like loads of stuff from the 19th century. But
oh no, I got punished!
If you're looking to park your car, don't hope it's going to still be there when you get back. And they're also really irritating when it comes to football. But no, Liverpool's, if you're going to visit somewhere, Liverpool's decent. No, fair play. I'm biased. I'd say go to Newcastle. You'll have an absolutely smashing time. But Manchester's great. Liverpool's pretty good. Leeds is good. Bristol, architecture's decent. Birmingham's decent. London is just ram-packed full of tourists. Oh, God. Hang on.
I did the thing where I said GG well played as the before the roll went out, so it looked really rude now. I was like, injury, GG well played. And that's that.
You've got...
I'm like, goodbye, injury.
Did Gary follow? That's my measure of success.
Don't think he did.
Oh, Gary, why? Why?
And we also rolled...
we could talk. There's so much we could talk about, Gary. I mean, aside from we could tell you loads about how to be better at Blood Bowl, we could ask you about what's your favourite cheese.
Yeah, but on the other hand, Botkick's got the MVP for him. So he leveled up again.
That's the main thing, right?
Yeah, and Aspen War clearly got the MVP from our side, which is not...
Asp of War, what would he take as his next skill?
Probably tackle.
I was about to say I like tackle, but then that's such a mistake on the internet, isn't it? Listen, you fuckers, it's 2018, it's a valid lifestyle choice. And if I did like tackle, who are you to say I'm wrong? Eh? God damn it, you're all rooted in the 1970s.
We got a lot of SP out of that.
Yeah. Damn straight. Be proud, be Wood Elf. Like tackle if you want. It's your choice, kids. Don't let anyone tell you.
Okay, how likely do you think it is we roll a double for our tree here?
Certain. I'm going to go with double 3. No, you got to be specific. Right, all of you. Double 3.
Well, unfortunately, we rolled a 7. So now we can pick break, tackle, juggernaut, piling on, or multiple block. I've seen a tree with piling on, but
you don't want piling on.
Nah, it's.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
a rod free
if I feel like the one reason to get piling on a tree would be if you manage to get movement 3 already. Because then you can use it, possibly use it to get rid of Rooted. Since you can punch something and then pile on and you're down, and then you can stand up next turn. But since you only have movement 2, normally standing up is a pain.
Given the skills he already has, I would take, as a streaming person, as you are, multiple block, as nobody would call you out for taking it.
I mean,
the other choices, they would go, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that."
I mean, now a lot of people have fairly pointed out that this is probably perfect time to kick the tree and get a new one, which is yes, true. But we're playing in open, so we need some type of challenge. So we're not going to do that. Part of me wants to go break tackle just because agility 6 means he can just move a square regardless. But that's also, like, break, tackle, and juggernaut stop working when the tree has taken root. Multiple block doesn't necessarily do that, but we don't really have enough guard. But we only need 1 guard, which is enough.
Do you know what the truth of is? If folks are really tuning in just for top level tips, at this stage, any of these doesn't really matter because she's got core skills that you want.
No, like it's more of a what's the most fun. No, I guess it's that's true. Jug doesn't necessarily require you to move. It just means you have to take the blitz action. But I have a much better blitzer, so the tree is most likely never going to blitz. Multiple block is probably the correct answer out of these.
Do you know what?
Is break tackle more fun?
As they was saying Roman times, it is condis fluid.
You know what? We're going multiple block. We're not kicking the tree out. If this was in Champ Ladder and we had a tree for whatever reason, we'd kick the tree out at 16. But we're not in Champ Ladder. We're in open, and I just played against a level 14 coach, so there needs to be some hindrance. Yeah.
Let's remember Gary for a moment.
So the catcher managed to get 4. Let's see what the other catcher got, because I think 2 of them leveled up. No, it's Pride and Poplar actually leveled up.
I wish
which is a line.
To know Gary better. I think we could share a lot.
So we could put Tackle on Pride and Poplar. I think let's deal with this. I think this is most likely a sidestep, isn't it? I think so.
Sidestep's never wrong on an elf, is it?
Okay. Pride and Poplar. What
do you have a kicker on this team?
I do. I do have a kicker. We might just want a. We could either go for a strip roller or we could just put Fend on it. Or we could be. And we don't have a strip roller at the moment.
It's a war dancer skill, though, really, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it definitely is. But the problem is that our plus agility plus strength one is probably not gonna get it in a while. The other option is that we go for. We could go for Dauntless. No, that's not gonna be useful. Frenzy could be fun, but
I'm really
shadowing for mind games. Jump up. Maybe we should go for sidestep. We're agonizing over. So we're agonizing over our one of our linemen here that has blodge already. So what to give Pride and Poplar? It's a normal roll, so they can. Fend would be decent. I feel like if it's Fend, we're gonna put Pride and Poplar on the LOS, which is a lot of SPP and a lot of value on the LOS. But then again, he'll stay there without a problem.
Brandmaster suggests, what about diving tackle? You really need tackle with that to make it work much.
Sidestep intrigues me because if I ever need to be in a position where I elf screen properly, having more blodge sidesteppers are really annoying.
It is. Totally.
So you know what? Let's go with that because I enjoy sidestep. One of my favorite skills. Now we finally get to buy our War Dancer. Now I'm sure Infernal Corruption already posted the naming list. Hi Thursday. Okay, I lost my typing hand, so... But I'm sure there's a... There we go. Lumbrarian team, I knew it. On the ball. Let's see what we have. I only 2. Oh. Okay, we can press this. Oh, and we also don't need YouTube to see this. So goodbye, YouTube. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.